Welcome, I'm Rose, and this is a LifeForce Yoga class. For more information on LifeForce Yoga, you can visit the website www.yogafordepression.com. That's F-O-R, the word spelled out, yogafordepression.com. So I hope you'll join me on your yoga mat for some practice today. You can also do this from a seated position in a chair if you wish, and modify as you need to. Total permission to stay in something if it feels good, or to move on from something if it's not feeling good, since I'm not there with you to support you in your practice if you need to change something. Total permission to pause this video or audio if you need to just take a break or take a rest. So I hope you enjoy this practice of LifeForce Yoga. So come into a seated position. You may wish to, if you're seated on the floor, draw the flesh out from underneath your sits bones so that you feel a little deeper sense of being grounded and connected to the earth. I'm using a blanket to give myself a little elevation, otherwise my low back starts to hurt from being seated for so long. We'll only be here for a couple of minutes, but even a couple of minutes on a back that hurts can be too long. If you're seated in a chair, just make sure the spine is nice and long. So let's start by letting the eyes soften or close, maybe even looking at a spot on the floor in front of you. And notice how your hips are touching earth, how your legs are connected to earth. Become aware of the spine. Become aware of the posture. And notice your breath. How is the breath landing in the body today? Where do you feel the most movement of breath? And where do you feel the least movement of breath? As we check in with our bodies, let's invite curiosity, letting go of judgment. And now let's come into Garuda Mudra. So you'll take your right hand to your heart as though you're pledging allegiance to your heart. And bring your left hand to the right side of your chest, interlacing the thumbs together. Spread the wings of the fingers nice and wide, so that the wings of the heart spread nice and wide. And now feel the breath. Join with this natural rhythm of breath, inviting it to deepen. As you expand the breath, notice where it habitually moves. Letting each breath get deeper than the last. As though you're riding the waves of your breath. Perhaps even feeling the breath filling all the way down, all the way up, all the way across, or not. We're riding these waves of breath past all the thoughts of yesterday, riding these waves of breath past all of the to-do lists, riding the waves of your breath all the way home to this moment, here in your practice space. And in this moment, this present moment, here on your mat, invite your intention. What is the seed that you are planting in your life with your practice today? What is it that you hope to grow as a result of your yoga. And begin to see this seed of intention as fully formed, as though it was true and happening right now. And now let's nourish the seeds of intention, of practice, and even prayer with the healing tone of Om. Inhaling deeply. As the sound fades, perhaps still feeling that resonance moving through the 70 to 80% of you that is water. And now let's nourish the seeds of love and compassion here at the heart chakra, right underneath the hands. We'll nourish these seeds of self-love, self-compassion, self-acceptance with the seed sound, the bija mantra for the heart, which is the tone of yum, an emphasis on the Y sound. So it sounds like this. Yum. Let's do that together, taking a deep breath in. This time, as we take the seed sound for the heart center, we'll float the arms open and out to the side as though you're nourishing the space around you with love and compassion and self-acceptance. So hands on the heart if they've left, taking a deep breath in. And inhale, sweep the arms up over the head, bend the elbows if you need to, interlace your fingers, extend the index finger. If you've already let the breath go, inhale again. And we'll be lowering the arms with the NG sound for the crown chakra by bringing the tongue to the roof of the mouth. And now just be for a moment with the palms open on the legs or in the lap. And become aware of the breath. How the hips, the legs are making connection with the earth. And how you're feeling in this moment. And then eyes can gently open. And let's release the legs. We've been sitting for a little bit. So you can remove whatever you might be seated on and bring the hands behind the hips with the palms flat, fingers facing the hips. And we'll bring the feet a little bit wider apart than the hips. Inhale, and with the exhale, drop the knees down to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Going back and forth. As you exhale, lift the spine up. Open the heart. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Open. You may even get a pop from the hips or the low back. It's a little twist to release through the hips. And when you've done both sides evenly, extend the legs nice and long. Make little tents with your hands, fingertips touching. Inhale, point the toes. Exhale, flex, spread the toes wide. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Releasing those ankles. And then let's circle the ankles in one direction. Knees can bend. Circle the other direction. Very nice. And bend the knees, bringing the feet flat. And bringing the hands to the shins just below the knees. On the inhale, we're going to do a little reverse breathing, but that's okay. We'll inhale, spread the heart wide like you're stretching right between your shoulder blades. And exhale, lift up. We're going to bring that sound of yam in again. So inhale, open the back of the heart. Yam. To open the front of the heart. Inhale. Spread the wings wide. Open the back. Yam. Opening the heart. One more like that. And then bring the feet to one side to bring yourself forward into a table position. So for comfort, let the hands be slightly wider apart than the shoulders. Let the knees come underneath the hips. If you need to come onto forearms for your wrists, please do so. We don't want our yoga to hurt us. We want our yoga to make us feel better. Inhale and exhale. Deep breaths in and out as you begin to just move organically. What kinks need to be moved out of the body here? Breathing deeply in. It's like we're melting the fuzziness out of the body. And then from here, with soft elbows, we'll come back into our heart breath. Inhale, expand through the heart, the back of the heart. Exhale, lengthen, expand through the front of the heart. Inhale, expand through the back. Exhale, expand through the front. As you expand through the back of the heart, what gifts from the universe would you like to receive in your heart? Exhale and let them spread along the spine through the body. Inhale and receive. Exhale and extend. This time as you inhale, bring your right knee towards your forehead. And then exhale, lengthen the leg out behind you. Inhale, knee towards the forehead. Exhale, lengthen. One more like that. And then we'll inhale the left hand to touch the right knee. Exhale, extend. Inhale together. Exhale, extend. One more like that, and then we'll hold. Holding here and breathing. It's a little balance challenge, so why not take the sound of Om to aid the balance? Deep breath in. One more breath here. And then release the hand, release the knee. Maybe wag your tail slowly like an old dog. Let's embrace the unevenness as we take a moment to rest in a child's pose. So bring the knees to a comfort distance apart. You can let the arms extend, dropping the head, or maybe bringing stacked fists. And as you breathe here, you may wish to cultivate a 4-4 count breath. If you're needing to build a little energy, if you're feeling lethargic, cultivate your 4-4 count breath. If you're needing to calm and relax a little, then cultivate a 4-6 count breath. So you're inhaling for 4, exhaling for 6. The choice is yours. Whatever you choose, always be breathing. Let's do 2 breaths here. And with the next inhale, rise up to your table. You can open the back of the heart to receive. Exhale to spread that love, compassion, and self-acceptance through the spine. Inhale and exhale. This time, left knee towards the forehead. Exhale, extend. Inhale together. Exhale, extend. One more just like that. And then its right hand touches left knee. Exhale, reach apart. Inhale together. Exhale, extend. Once more just like that. And then we'll hold. Let's again use that sound of Om to aid focus and balance. Deep breath in. And now take one more 4-4, 4-6 count breath. When you finish, release the hand, the knee, and listen to the body to unwind. Maybe simply breathing in your table pose, or perhaps pressing back to your child's pose and breathing in child's pose. We'll take 2 more breaths. 4-4 or 4-6. And rising back up to your table position. Curl the toes under. Inhale. And with the exhale, press into the palms, press into the toes, and lift the hips, but keep the knees bent to start. Drop the head. Inhale. And then exhale, lift the tailbone up towards the sky. Drop the head. Breathe. 4-4 count or 4-6 count here. Let your body unwind into your downward facing dog. We'll use the soothing, releasing tone for the crown chakra. Head is below the heart. The sound is hing. Deep breath in. Hing. Let's do that again. Inhaling. Hing. One more breath. Hing. Inhale, and then gently walk the feet towards the hands. Bend the knees enough so that the abdomen rests upon the thighs. Hold on to the elbows, drop your head, take a deep breath in. And sigh it out. What are you letting go of here? Deep breath in. Let it go. One more time. Letting it all go. And from here, bringing the feet underneath the hips. You can square off the feet by bringing 2 fists in between the big toes. And then bring the hands into the hips. We're coming into a chair pose. So inhale, with the exhale, reach the hips back as though you were coming to sit down in a chair. And then lift the heart. Hands can remain on the hips. You can bring them forward or above the head, wherever you wish. The higher your arms, the more challenging the pose. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling here. Full breaths in, full breaths out. That sensation you're feeling in your thighs, those muscles are happy to be awake and alive. Exhale, sit down a little deeper. Inhale, sweep up, come onto your tiptoes, bring the hands overhead. And exhale, lower with that NG sound again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Let your focus be one-pointed and absolute. Lowering again with NG. One more time. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Beautiful. This time, as we lower, an invitation to lower the arms and the heels and the eyelids, all at exactly the same pace and the same time. It's a little challenging, so let's try it. Inhale if you need to. As your feet meet earth and your eyelids meet each other, stay here. Inhale to the crown of your head. I am. Exhale to the soles of your feet. Here. Inhale to the crown of the head. I am. Exhale to the soles of the feet. Here. Do 2 more breaths just like that. Allow the eyes to remain closed as you bring your palms into prayer position at the heart, Anjali Mudra. With the hands in prayer position, once again, plant the seed of your intention. The more we invoke the seed of intention, we call it sankalpa in yoga, the closer we are to achieving the full realization of our intentions in our lives. And then bring the hands to the hips, and we'll step the feet a little bit wider apart. We're going to do a warming up breath. So this is a beautiful breath for self-empowerment, self-esteem. Sometimes what keeps us from self-acceptance is a lack of self-esteem. So this is called Power, and you can let the toes point open a little bit so that the knees are comfortable. Watch out for your own knees. This should feel comfortable on your knees. If it doesn't, modify it so that it does for you. The hands come to the shoulders, so fingertips will be on the shoulders. So we'll be splitting the inhale into 2 parts and the exhale into 2 parts. So we'll be inhaling one half of the breath, inhale the other half of the breath, and then exhaling to start with a ha, ha. So it looks like this. ha, ha. Join in when you're ready. Inhale, inhale, ha, 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 ha. Let's switch it to rum. Rum, rum for the solar plexus. Rum, 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 rum. 3 more. Rum, 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 rum. Last one. Rum, rum. And then let the palms come open. Again, let the eyes soften. Feel the palms of the hands, the fingertips. Feel the forehead, the left cheek, the right cheek. Notice the breath. Perhaps there's even a little more internal warmth. And then eyes can gently open. So we'll just continue this process of energizing a little bit, awakening a little bit, by using some half sun salutations. So if you've ever seen LifeForce Yoga to Beat the Blues Level 1, you'll have seen these half sun salutations. So we'll start by sweeping the arms up overhead. On the exhale, reaching the arms wide as you bow forward. And then continue the hands behind you as you bring the nose towards your knees. Inhale, rise up into your chair. Exhale, sit down a little bit. And inhale, sweep back up. So we're going to add the sound of Mahara, which means calm strength. Inhale, sweep up. Mahara. Nose towards the knees, arms behind you. Inhale to chair pose. Exhale here. Inhale, sweep up. Embracing your intention. Give it strength. Mahara. Arms sweep up. Inhale into chair. Exhale here. Inhale, sweep up. Embracing infinite possibility. Mahara. Arms sweep up. Inhale to chair. Exhale here. Inhale, sweeping up. Embracing all that you seek. Give it strength. Mahara. Nose to knees. Inhale, lift. This time we're going to stay here. So find your feet, grounding into your feet. You may be a little more in your heels. We're going to take a twist. So right hand will come to the elbow, will come to the inside of the right knee, or maybe even to the outside of the left knee. Remember, this is a video, so I'm opposite of you. And press into the thigh. Press into the palms. Lift the heart. Lift the corners of your mouth so you're smiling. And we'll open the arms with that sound for the heart, the tone of Yum. Deep breath in. Yum. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center. We're going to do the other side. So this time, it's the other elbow, either on the inside of the knee or the outside of the knee. Press the palms together, lift the corners of your mouth. And again, we'll open with Yum. Deep breath in. Yum. Inhale. Exhale to airplane arms. Inhale, sweep up. Embrace your intention. Draw it down to the heart with Om. And you can release the hands again, eyes soft. Feel your feet on the earth. Feel the breath. If that practice was a little invigorating for you, the breath may be rapid. There may be a sense of dew across the forehead. Perhaps a greater sense of awakening. And we'll bring all of this, ground it fully in the body by inhaling to the crown of the head, I am. Exhaling to the soles of the feet, here. 2 more breaths just like that. And we'll take this into a balanced posture. So you can let the eyes open. Make sure your feet are underneath your hips. They may never have left, but just make sure that they're there, grounding. And you can take the hands to the hips. Inhale with the exhale. Maybe press down through the hips a little bit. And notice how when you press down through the hips, the spine seems to lift, lengthen. Like the spine reaching up out of the bowl of the pelvis, releasing compression through the spine. And now imagine that you're growing roots down through the soles of the feet, reaching all the way down into the center of the earth, grounded energy. And then retract those roots into the right foot as you shift the weight into the left foot. Right foot is buoyant. And simply start with the heel just above the ankle, the toes still on the earth. Inhale with the exhale, press down to lift up. Lift the heart, reaching up, up, up. And then test your balance by lifting the toes. And if you have your balance with lifting the toes, you can bring your foot to your inner calf, your inner thigh, just never against the knee. It really doesn't like that. And press the foot and the leg together. Lift up. Inhale, exhale, lift up. Bring the palms together at the heart. We'll ground this with the sound of lum, the sound for the root chakra. So deep breath in. Lum. And out of that grounded energy, maybe the arms wish to rise up into your branches. To aid your balance, we can use the sound of Om here once again. Deep breath in. One more 4-4, 4-6 count breath. You can do it. And then bring the palms down to the heart. Bring the right foot down to the earth. Release the hands, but resist the urge to release through the feet. Soften the eyes and feel into that intensity in the left ankle, the sole of the left foot. Inhale up through the sole of the left foot all the way to the crown of the head. Exhale down the right side of the body into the right foot. Inhale up through the left, all the way to the crown of the head. Exhale down through the right. So you're pouring that balance from one side to the other, even noticing how that intensity in the left foot is dissipating. Now roots growing out of the sole of the right foot, reaching down. Left foot becoming buoyant. When you're ready, The heel finds that spot just above the ankle bone. Hands can come to hips again to ground. Toes can lift. And find your gazing point, your drishti in yoga. Perhaps a point that doesn't move. And find your foot position. Maybe the calf, maybe the thigh. And again, let's ground first. All plants have to grow their roots down before they can grow really tall. So let's reach down with the sound of Lam. Deep breath in. Palms can come to prayer. And out of that groundedness, the arms may wish to rise up into your tree branches. Breathing here. And again, let's engage focus with the sound of Om. Deep breath in. One more 4-4 or 4-6 count breath. And then bring the palms to prayer. Release the left foot. Release the hands open. Receive. Eyes soften. Receive your practice thus far. As you're breathing, watch. Does that intensity in the right foot seem to dissipate? How much more balance do you feel in this moment? And then eyes can open, and let's release the feet. Sometimes they just need a little release. So we'll do one more standing pose and then we'll come down. So bringing your feet a little bit wider than the hips. And we'll interlace the fingers behind you. You can use a strap for this if you need it, or you can just simply place the hands on the hips, pressing the elbows back. Extending and opening through the shoulders. This is so good if you sit on a computer and work for a long period of time, or if you just get off an airplane or a long drive. Inhale. Exhale, reach down through the fingers. Lift the heart up. Take a deep breath in, and as we dive the heart forward, we'll use that sound of Yum once again. Yum. Arms can rise up off the hips. Drop the head. And even though you're in a forward bend, you've hinged at your hips, continue to let the heart open towards the floor. Reach the knuckles towards the ceiling so the shoulders don't rest upon the back of the head or the ears. Head is below the heart. We'll use that sound for the crown chakra. Hing. Deep breath in. Hing. And let's do 2 more 4-4 or 4-6 count breaths. Feeling where the breath is strongest in your body now. Perhaps leaving the hands where they are or lowering them to their hips. Bend the knees and rise up. Release the palms open. Feel the openness through the heart. Openness through the palms of the hands. Here I am, ready to receive. Then receive that which you need, and then bring it to the heart, placing the hands on top, Hrdaye mudra. Feeling the breath now, feeling the feet, feeling the quality of this moment. Then coming towards the top of your mat, bring your feet squat distance apart, so for every person that's different. If you need something for underneath your heels, go ahead and place something under your heels. We'll take a deep breath in, sweeping the arms up, and we'll lower with lum. Lum. So you're grounding down through your heels. This is so good for releasing through the low back. Press the palms together and gently squeeze the upper arms with the knees. This is a nice grounding pose, but it's also a releasing pose for the spine, the low back. So let's use the releasing tones of O, U for the first and second chakras. Deep breath in. Let's do that again. Deep breath in. And take two more. 4, 4, 4, 6 count breaths. If you're feeling balanced and you're unsure of what length, just pick one. To release, we'll bring one hand behind, then the other, to gracefully lower down onto the hips. We're going to come into a seated twist. So again, you can bring your blanket underneath your hips. And we'll start by extending the legs, spreading the toes. And then we'll bend the left knee. You can bring your hands around the left knee and keep the foot on the inside of the right thigh. Or, if it suits your body, you can bring the left foot on the outside of the right thigh and then gently squeeze the legs together, the inner thighs. Or, if you wish, you can come into the full expression of Ardha Matsyendrasana by bringing the right heel next to the left hip. Square off your hips here, so that may mean dropping your left hip a little bit more. So you can bring the hands to interlace. I'm going to show you a little trick here to get into a deeper twist. Take your left hand to your low abdomen and pull the flesh so you're starting into your twist. We're going to use the releasing tones to come into the twist. So breathe down into the second chakra, the low belly, and rotate through the low belly as we use the sound of U. We'll rotate now through the third chakra, the solar plexus, with the sound of Ah. If you haven't already, left hand can now come down behind you. We'll rotate the heart with A. And finally, we'll turn the head with the sound of E. Continue looking over your left shoulder. The right arm may wrap around the left knee, or maybe even come on the outside of the left knee with the palm facing open. Let's do all of those tones together. U-A-E. Deep breath in. Staying here for 2 more breaths. And keep the eyes looking left as you slowly unwind back to center. Bringing the hands back around the knee. And then bring the left foot free. Extend the right leg. And with both legs extended, supporting yourself however you need, close your eyes for a moment so you can feel the unevenness through the spine and the sides of the torso. How wonderful it is to have the ability to feel unevenness, because there have probably been many times when we have felt nothing in the body. Let's go to the other side. Bend the right knee. Again, the foot can be on the inside. We use the hands interlaced so the heart is continuously lifting and opening. If we're rounded and we twist, that's not good for the spine. So we'll bring the right foot on the outside of the left leg, and if it's comfortable for you, you can even bring the left heel all the way next to the right hip. And use the right hand to grab a handful of flesh, to just draw that flesh towards your right hip. Again, we'll start with hands interlaced in the knee so we can lift up to rotate from the low belly. Deep breath in, sound of ooh. Ooh. Bring your hand to your solar plexus to draw it into a rotation with ah. Right hand can come to the floor if it hasn't. Rotate the heart with A. Rotate the head with E. Now let's take all of those 4 sounds together. Taking 2 more 4, 4 or 4 6-count breaths here. Keeping the eyes looking right. Slowly unwind your way back to center. Pause to lift the spine up. Then release the right leg. Release the left leg. And extend the legs long. You can open them a little bit for ease of sitting. Fingertips behind. Lift up. Feel your hips, left hip and right hip, and how they meet the earth. Feel your spine, the extension in the spine. Close the eyes as you breathe. An invitation to go inside. And what is it that your body most needs to unwind? We'll be taking our practice down to our relaxation, but before we do, use the next 15 to 20 breaths to give yourself whatever you need to release and let go. If you're not sure, you can follow me in the video. I'm not going to lead poses, but there'll be examples of poses. Otherwise, do exactly what you need for your body in this moment. Any stillness, any movement, any breath. Inviting any sounds, They may be sounds that we've already used in our practice. There may be other sounds that you know. Poet Wilke says, I want to unfold like a river, no forcing and no holding back. How does your body want to unfold? And then go there. Let the next 5 breaths bring you to completion. And let your completion look like Savasana or relaxation pose. If you need something underneath your knees, you can place something there. You may wish a blanket under your head so that the forehead is slightly higher than the chin. You don't need to get out of level. Just make sure that there's that length. And the forehead is higher than the chin. It supports the thinking mind to relax, to release. Mr. Iyengar, the great yogi, says that Shavasana is the hardest pose because we lose control of the mind. So let the eyes soften. Allow the tongue to fall away from the roof of the mouth. And let the shoulders soften. Feel the breath in the abdomen, the rib cage. Soften the rib cage around the breath. Feel the shoulders melting a little bit more. The palms of the hands perhaps facing up. Empty and simultaneously relaxed. Feel the hips softening into the support of the earth. The legs melting. Whole body softening from the crown of the head all the way to the soles of the feet. In this moment, there is nothing more you need to do, nowhere you need to be. Allow yourself to let go. In this place of relaxation, once more invite your intention. Allow your intention to fill the inner space and also the space that surrounds you. Imagine with every cell, every fiber of your being, that your intention is true and happening right here, right now. Now begin to gently deepen the breath. Maintain your sense of relaxation, even as you deepen the breath, and gradually begin to awaken the body. Beginning to breathe down into the feet as you wiggle the toes and the ankles. Breathing into the hands as you wiggle the fingers and the wrists. Take your fullest, deepest breath as you stretch, reach, and yawn yourself awake. And then roll yourself over onto one side, taking a fetal position. And give yourself the hug that you have been longing for. You deserve it. And then as you're ready, gently press yourself into a seated position. And let's honor ourselves and each other with the healing tone of Om. Inhaling deeply. We'll end this practice with the mantra for the heart, the prayer from the heart to the heart. It's called Atma Hrdaye. We'll do it call and response. I'll do both the call and the response, and you can chant with me when I'm repeating. So let's bring the thumb and index finger to touch in Jnana Mudra, placing it on the heart. And you can bring the thumb and finger of the left hand into Jnana Mudra, resting it on the lap or on the thigh. Atma Hrdaye, Atma Hrdaye, Hridayam Mai, Hridayam Mai, Aham Amrite, Aham Amrite, Amritam Anandam, Amrite Anandam, Brahmani, Brahmani. So we'll do that 3 times. If you feel you know the words, you can do it with me. Otherwise, just receive this prayer of the heart. Prayer to the heart, from the heart. Atma Hrdaye, Hridayam Mai, Aham Amrite, Amritam Anandam, Brahmani. Atma Hrdaye, Hridayam Mai, Aham Amrite, Amritam Anandam, Brahmani. Atma Hrdaye, Hridayam Mai, Aham Amrite, Amritam Anandam, true nature is the heart. The heart is my true nature. I am the unending bliss, the oneness of the heart. I am. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.